Red Boots and Heels. We're so glad you joined us.
I'm Boots.
And I'm Heels. Oh my goodness. What a week. Oh my goodness. What a week.
It never fails.
I start every podcast this way. It's like, oh my goodness. When are we going to have one that I don't have to say, oh my goodness?
I keep thinking that there's going to be like a week that there's not some negative, earth-shaking, life-changing news out there, but it doesn't really happen.
It happens daily. Mm-hmm. No, it happens
daily.
There's no way we could keep up with all of it, but I tell you what, the 80 House Republicans that helped pass the bill to fund the federal vaccination database has got me just shaking my head. I mean, honestly, literally shaking my head.
Well, we really don't even need to refer to them as 80 House Republicans because the Republican Party in general, I wouldn't think would be for this, but anyway, I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah, I'm not anymore.
Yeah, and even in what are typically red states, we have Republicans that have been, I guess they've fallen to the dark side. Did they get cookies?
I don't know. They might have got some cookies.
They might have got something.
I don't know. It's so aggravating. And you know, when you look at that, you just have to wonder what's in your head because you have to look at the long-term effects of all of this. I mean, right at the same time that the NIH Director Collins noted and actually said there's not much gets accomplished with COVID shutdown. So, you know, what's going to be the backlash and the change now later down the road? Oh, this was a great idea, but now wait a minute, it's not a great idea. Think about all we've gone through with all the shutdowns and all the craziness. Now the NIH is saying, oh, not much gets accomplished with these shutdowns. And look at how many businesses were ruined. Look at how many people's lives were destroyed over that thing.
Well, but we all know that that's not, the shutdown had nothing to do with protecting anybody from COVID.
Well, no, but
because the science proves that it doesn't. The science actually proves that letting something circulate and it's going to be deadly for some people, and that's very unfortunate. But we've proven now with the newest variant that is actually very, very mild and very weak. It actually infects people easier, but is a very mild version compared to the deadly COVID-19 and the Delta variant that we had before.
What about the new one? There's the first case has now been confirmed in the United States of the Omicron. Yeah. The first case has been confirmed.
Stop the press.
I am not making light of it because again it's probably going to be bad, but at the same time,
I mean, it's going to make some people sick. Things make people sick.
Oh my God.
But if you look through the history of statistics gathered by even the CDC, we know that yearly there are things that make people sick, and because that's not true because nothing else exists anymore. You don't even have the flu anymore. People are not even dying of the flu anymore. But in the past, we have had diseases that killed people. Yeah. And frankly, actually the actions that the individuals take, like smoking, drinking, using drugs. But the biggie actually is obesity. Those actually kill millions of people every year, and we don't address those issues, but we're going to worry about a sniffle. Yeah. Now, what we do need to worry about are people and elected officials that think it's okay to make databases and gather personal, confidential health information and all sorts of information about you and I or anyone else that we know that makes the informed decision to not get the vaccination, to not inject anything in our bodies that we're not certain makes a positive difference in our body. So we make that choice, and they want to catalog you. What's next? A tattoo?
Well, they are cataloging us, but also you got to look at Florida. I mean, Florida has the lowest coronavirus cases per capita, and it's been the most open state in the USA.
Absolutely.
I mean, now that should actually register in people's brains right there. So, I'm so sick of all of this. I really am.
Well, what's amazing to me is they want to create a database detailing all of your confidential medical history, as well as all of your contacts, and track you to where you go. But yet people like the criminal that murdered, the mass murderer that decided to drive through the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
Where was the database on him?
Yeah. Oh,
where was that database?
For years and years and years and years and years, none of that matters. These criminals are allowed to walk the streets.
Right.
And they have, like you said last week, they have a complete database on them already. Everything's in the computer system. They could see his background, but yet they kept letting him out and out and out. Now, as we said, the prosecutors and everybody else attached to that needs to be prosecuted themselves for
absolutely.
that. Definitely.
Absolutely.
We need to start holding people accountable for sure.
So they want to have databases. They want to look into your banking information. They want to track everything you do. They want to know all about your health and the fact that you've not been injected with a microbot. They want to know that. They want to know where you are. And actually, that's been my beef with the enhanced driver's license.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that you and I, legal, law-abiding citizens, we have to have an enhanced driver's license showing how we pay our utilities, etc. They want to track us in all sorts of ways, but yet criminals don't have to be accountable for squat.
Yeah, it's true. And what about Dr. Oz running for Senate? I mean,
very good.
Well,
very good.
I mean, here you've got a man of Muslim faith,
right, who's actually has conservative values, unlike
conservative,
ideas. Unlike some of the ladies, women,
I don't know,
females that we see in elected office that are of the Muslim faith, but yet they hold extremely radical ideas about our nation.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's refreshing. It's refreshing to see a male in a strong leadership role that also is of Muslim faith, but that has the conservative values that are what this country were established on, and that's very refreshing to me.
Yeah, it's very interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Yeah, I mean, well, that's all we can do.
We'll see how it plays out.
Absolutely, without a doubt. So got a lot going on in the world, and happy holidays, everybody. I know everybody's out there trying to prepare for Christmas, and we got a few weeks left. I know that we got some things planned in the very
absolutely
near future.
Always, I mean, the plans always consist, and the reason why we're best friends and have been is our love for animals. So of course,
do you hear the squirrels in the background?
By
the way, we have them in a cage in the podcast room.
You can probably hear them scurrying.
And now they're over there just going nuts while we're sitting here talking because they hear us talking, so they're thinking food.
Yeah, they're ready to eat. But the reason why we have such a good friendship is our shared love for rescuing animals. So you'll see us continue on with that constantly.
No doubt about it. And as they censor us more and more and more, we seem to be putting out more content on that and focused a lot on that. But we're never not focused on that. That's important.
It's not to toot a horn or to get a pat on the back. It's really just to inspire other individuals and say, it doesn't take a large group. It takes one person, two people, and you can get together with your like-minded friends and you can make a difference in the animal world.
So with all kinds of crazy going on in the world, as we're skimming through the news and stuff, you happen across some really funny stuff. And I just wanted to point out to people on the Delta flight, the woman who's trying to nurse her hairless kitty. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't seen that one.
My God, absolutely some crazy stuff out there. But I'll tell you what's not crazy, and I'm going to show you a little picture of this. Yeah. And everybody across the world right now can feel a whole lot safer.
Made my weekend.
Yes, it did. It made mine too. So no matter what else is going on that's crazy in the world, this is not so crazy, and it's a wonderful thing. So I just want to tell everybody out there that you can feel safer. You can feel a lot better about what's happening because we have Santa Claus who is buying a gun. Take a look at this right now. For a moment.
I love it. I love it. So if that doesn't make you happy, what will?
I love it. Santa Claus has got a gun We need to make a song, little tune.
That's one
about
Santa
that.
Claus. I'd be happy to sit on his lap and give him my list.
That's exactly right.
And I
would
feel safe
probably
doing
kiss
it.
him on his little fat chubby cheek.
Absolutely.
And anyway, so we are so glad that you joined us for sure today and every day that you do. We love your comments. We love your interaction. Thank you so much for getting engaged in the conversation.
Absolutely. We love
Go
it.
over to redbootsandheels.com. Please check out our Pets No Politics. And as always, we appreciate any donations that you might want to give for that. Every single dime goes to these rescues and to help these
Makes a huge
little
difference.
critters warm in the winter is what we're really concentrating on right now. And food, I mean, everything goes to food, shelter, vet bills, you name it. But we appreciate everything that you do for us. And we have some people out there that, are contributing, which I really, really appreciate
thank
that.
you. Thank you.
And
Mwah.
we really
Mwah.
want you guys to have a wonderful Christmas. We'll see you next week for sure. And for now, I guess we're just going to say so long until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.